No, that's a shame when you shoot 43 free throws. Like, how many games we got to see this same thing happen? Now, this team, the Lakers, look like they're being carried. They're being carried to a play-in or being carried to the playoff by way of the free throw line. Every game, every time they get in some trouble, the free throw line is their buddy. And I think a lot of NBA real fans, they getting tired of this. They're getting tired of what seems like a script. They're getting tired of what seems like there's a lot to talk about this damn basketball and why they changed it. All these guys are scoring all these points now. It's like, really? Is this what's really going on? A foul is a foul, bro, unless you review the game. How can you say that? Because I used to play the game. I used to play it, and I know there's a certain thing called superstar calls. Most of the superstars, you better not breathe on these cats or they're going to get a foul call. And I know a certain thing called a large market. And if you are in a market, let's not make no mistake about it. LeBron James is bankable. You can take LeBron to the bank, Jack. And that's a fact. Why you think he's been in the NBA finals damn near 7-8 years in a row? Why you think he's been in the NBA finals damn near 7-8 years in a row?
Why you think he's been in the NBA finals damn near 7-8 years in a row?
Oh, you think it's just because he's talented? You ever seen an NBA player get traded or get players traded to them as much as you've seen this happen? This is bankable. This is marketable to have LeBron James, Steph Curry them make the most money. But this is like a storyline. Yeah, I felt like it was scripted when I played as well. Why they not giving Steph the superstar call? Because shit, he was playing against LeBron. Steph is not the chosen one. LeBron is. And this is how real sports fans feel about this situation, because it's ridiculous, man. You can almost, it's so scripted, you almost can tell who's finna win. But it does seem like a script to me.
Now, even Kwame Brown stated that he believes that the RBA is scripted, and not that he just think it's scripted now, but that it was even scripted back when he played. I mean, how can you deny it at this point? The proof is right there in your faces. But I truly believe that Kwame Brown knows far more than he's telling us, but he can't fully say, right? I believe that it's a brotherhood, and when you are part of that fraternity, you are sworn to secrecy. But Kwame Brown knows his career was scripted, and that he knew it was in the script for him to be a bust. Man, it was times out there that Kwame Brown looked like when the Monstars stole the player's talent in the film Space Jam. It was moments where it looked like he didn't have one lick of talent, right? How you putting up 20-something points in high school, then as soon as you get to the pros, you forget how to play basketball? I'm not buying it. You know, I think because Kobe Bryant in his script, it was written in Kobe Bryant's script to be the next Michael Jordan. That's why Kobe Bryant emulated Jordan moves down to a T. Same moves, sometimes even the same teams, sometimes even the same date. And that's probably why Kwame Brown was traded from the Wizards, who Michael Jordan played for, and went and played with Kobe Bryant for the Lakers, because Kobe Bryant is supposed to be this somewhat scripted offspring of Michael Jordan in basketball form, I should say, right? You know, just like LeBron in his script, with Kobe Bryant in his script, their ultimate mission is to try to outdo the master, which is the GOAT Michael Jordan. It's like Danielson trying to outdo Mr. Miyagi. It's almost like watching a movie, you know, which is why in 2001, 2002, when Kwame Brown was first drafted to the Washington Wizards and his first time playing with Michael Jordan, in their first season, the Wizards went 37-45. But then when Kwame Brown joins the Lakers with Kobe Bryant in their first season together, they do the opposite, which they go 45-37, and they're able to advance to the first round of the playoffs. So it's like, in a sense, Kobe is trying to one-up Jordan, and you notice that both MJ and Kobe had their fair share of insults and belittling Kwame Brown. But even when you think about the Kwame Brown being traded to the Memphis Grizzlies, how the hell does Kwame Brown, one of the biggest busts in RBA history, including an unproven Marc Gasol, you know, who was the 48th pick in the second round, whose draft rights was sent to the Memphis Grizzlies, how does that get you Pau Gasol? But LeBron James is one of the higher ups, biggest pawns. He's one of their biggest puppets. When it comes to the RBA being scripted, a few months back, LeBron James recreated his same dunk from his 2003-2004 rookie season. And here we are in 2023 and 2024 season. He does the same exact dunk, the same exact way. And if you look at the Cavs schedule back then, it's somewhat comparable to the Lakers schedule now. It's the same schedule, it's just shuffled around. But we get so caught up on the RBA rigs the games for money. And that's why this is the reason why LeBron James advanced to 8 straight finals. See, money is the biggest cover-up and distraction. Just think about it. If it was really about the money, you could just get rid of all the small market teams and just put all the best players on the big market teams. So all the big market teams can play each other in the playoffs and compete for a chance to advance to the RBA finals. Because people only really come in to see the superstars anyway, right? But as Kwame Brown stated, yes, LeBron James is the chosen one. But he didn't get to the finals because it generated money. It's because it was all a part of his script to go to 8 straight finals. Why? Because LeBron James is compared to who? Michael Jordan. Because there's this manufactured what if moment. Had Michael Jordan not had retired, he would have went to what? 8 straight finals. But he didn't do it. But you know who did? The abominable LeBron James. LeBron James could do what no other player can, just like no other player has come back from being down 3-1 in the RBA finals. And I guess that's why they didn't have Carmelo Anthony join the Miami Heat, because then I guess it would have been too obvious that the RBA is scripted by having all 4 of the top picks in the 2003 RBA draft play for the Miami Heat. So they just settled for just 3 out of 4, right? But LeBron James going to 8 straight finals is what makes his story more convincing in the history books to sell him as the GOAT to the so-called casual basketball fans. Why? Just think about it. If LeBron James has stayed in Cleveland and decided not to join the Miami Heat, he doesn't go to 8 straight finals. It wouldn't have made the story as great, and he just would have settled for just being another great player to never win a ring. But I'll ask you as a fan, what sounds better as a storyline? Hypothetically, LeBron James winning a championship in 2007, never being battle tested and winning in his 4th or 5th year in the league, or after years and years of failing, winning 2 championships for another franchise, then come back and win one for the team that you was drafted by, and the fans of that city felt like you betrayed them. Redemption. But let's go in order. The first finals in 2012 was LeBron James finally making it over the hump. So that's what happens when LeBron James won his first ring in 2012. But to me, a sign that the 2011 RBA finals was scripted is how in 2006, the Heat defeated the Mavericks 4-2. But then 5 years later, in 2011, the Mavericks defeat the Heat 4-2. Just like the Mavs were up in a series against the Heat back in 2006 and then lost as the Mavericks were already planning their victory. But then 5 years later, it happens in reverse this time, where the Heat are up and LeBron James and Dwayne Wade are already celebrating early by talking trash to the Dallas Mavericks, but then the Heat would lose as they were up in the series, just like the Mavericks. So LeBron then wins his second ring, and then in 2014, then loses to the old Spurs team. How they weren't able to defeat a 37-year-old Tim Duncan, a 35-year-old Manu Ginobili, a 32-year-old Tony Parker, a young Kawhi Leonard, and you mean to tell me that the Heat super team couldn't defeat that? But just think, if LeBron James does win his 3rd ring with the Miami Heat, then there's no need to go back to Cleveland. So he had to lose to the San Antonio Spurs, which then set the stage for his return to Cleveland. He returns to Cleveland and advanced to the RBA finals in 2015. But he had to lose the first time in 2015 as Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love got injured. So it would then set up the finals in 2016, which he then led a comeback from being down 3-1. This then sets up Kevin Durant joining the Warriors. If KD doesn't join the Warriors, and let's say LeBron James hypothetically keeps winning in the finals in 2017 and 2018, do you think that LeBron James then goes to the Lakers? The answer is no.